So, I know it's been a long time, guys, and I apologize for that. But here I am. I'm sure you're going, Kyle, what up with the spruced up duds, brother? Looking good. Or maybe you're just going, what am I wearing a sport coat? Long story short, just had a great interview. My buddy Tommy got me set up with a guy that's hiring for his company, and it looks like I'll be doing some web design / graphic design work. Pretty good deal. Great first interview. I'm going in to meet his boss tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. I'm hoping for the, hey, we want to pay you this much. Regardless, it'll be more than I'm making now, which is nothing, and more than I've made previously in my other position, which the company whose name shall not be said, I'm bickering with. So, other than that, what's going on? I watched the last episode of Walking Dead last night from this season. Incredible. They've really turned it around and got it back on the track the way that it was going in the books, or the way that it has gone in the books. So happy to see a few things. Number one, I'm sure people were a little bit upset with Rick and the way he was talking to people, but he's right, man. He is in charge. That's the way it is. Deal with it. That was awesome. I like his kick-ass attitude and getting tired of the whining, because that's got to get old. The other cool thing was our friend that showed up with the samurai sword. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it like some jagoffs do on Facebook. If you know who I'm talking about, Rob Velasquez. Anyway, Rob Velasquez, I kind of got on his ass a little bit about putting things on and not saying spoiler first. And he proceeded to call me a clown and all that, so I defriended him. Because obviously he lives in a different age where you can just say whatever the hell you want, despite who's not seen or seen the show. I already know what happens in the end, Rob. I'm on like issue 94 of the book, dumb shit, so I know how the story goes. My point was, other people out there don't. So you don't just say what's happened, who dies, how they die, and all that bullshit because you're excited about it, jerkwad. Okay, enough of that. My Jayhawks won, so we're in the Sweet 16 again, which is fantastic. Missouri Tigers, oh, man, never mind. Anyway, so I'm not going to slam on them too much. Listening to a lot of some of my favorite tunes, kind of from the past. I've been listening a lot of Free Energy, who I really, really like. And then I've also been listening to, I can never remember their name, but they're so good, and it's so sad. Their name is just kind of a forgetful one. Frustrating. Anyway, I've been listening to those groups a lot. I shared the playlist on Spotify. If you have Spotify, it's called Garagers. It's my playlist, and incredible stuff. Not really reading much right now. Can't get into anything. It's kind of been a bummer. I think that's about it. Can't think of anything else. Just taking care of kids, trying to get a job, enjoying the cable being cut, watching stuff there, and that's it. Going to the Comic-Con this weekend. If you haven't, or if you're not a nerd, that's okay. You can still go. There's fantastic people that are going to be there, such as Lando Calrissian, a.k.a. Billy D. Williams. You know, so whether you're a fan of malt liquor or The Empire Strikes Back, you'd be happy either way to meet him. Also, Edward James Olmos, who played Adama in the most recent Battlestar Galactica series, is going to be there. And the whole cast of Buck Rogers from the 70s/80s TV show is going to be there. So my buddy Tommy, that's how we even got on the subject of a job opening there. Was he had called me to ask me if I wanted to go Sunday, and I said, well, I'm going with the family, but I may go to both days just so I can say hi to those folks that I grew up watching. Not much else. Like I say, that's about it. I did score a incredible deal with an electric lawnmower this weekend. I know everybody's going, ew, electric lawnmower, because electric lawnmowers have been kind of crappy up till now. But I got a 3-year-old Black & Decker 24-volt mower, which will actually, it's a push mower. It is not self-propelled, but they're a lot lighter than a gas-powered motor. The other thing about it, too, is when I charge it, it'll be enough to mow my entire lawn, which I have a very big lawn, especially the backyard. If you have never seen it, it's huge. Got a big pool, above ground pool there, and it doesn't even put a dent in the yard. There's still plenty of space. So for that thing to be able to mow my whole lawn is incredible. I got it for $75 at a consignment shop. Brand new, the same exact mower is online. I think the cheapest I found it was Walmart for about $384. Same exact mower. The only difference is mine's 3 years older. The batteries, my understanding, last anywhere between 5-6 years. So I've got about 3 years left on that battery, and then I'll have to plunk down $100. Even then, I'll still be saving over $200 from buying it brand new. And I kind of wanted to go electric anyway, just because not only am I a nerd, I'm becoming slowly a tree hugger nerd, thanks to my lovely wife, Mrs. April Trail. That's about it, folks. Not much else going on. Really can't think of anything else to say. Just, I am playing Rage. I finally got a copy of that used. I found it for pretty cheap, and I'm playing Ninja Gaiden 2 finally. Ninja Gaiden 3 is coming out, so that's about it. Got my Sony Blu-ray Google TV thing back. They actually got it last week on Monday. I got it back on Thursday, believe it or not. That's how fast the turnaround was. I think they just grabbed another one off the shelf and sent it to me, which is fine by me because that works just fine. But anyway, watch Last Starfighter, Tommy. A little shout out to you, buddy. Got the Last Starfighter Blu-ray. Had that for a while, actually. And got a chance to watch it with Christopher the other day. He kind of liked it, so that's cool. And that's about it. I'll probably put on Edward Scissorhands. He really likes that. I picked that up for him for like $7 somewhere. That's it, guys. I will catch up with you soon. Go Royals. Go Jayhawks. Things are looking pretty good. Other than Royals catcher situation, but we'll get through it. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll catch you on the flip-flop. All right, kids. Well, here we are. I'm going to my second interview at Avid Solutions. Looks pretty good. I got an interview with a guy who's in charge of the web development program there. Hoping that the interview ends up with a job offer, but hey, you know, I had Zip before I came into this deal, so nothing gained, nothing lost, but I would love to be able to go home and spread some good news this weekend. It would be a great, great thing. So, other than that, not a lot going on. Still reeling a little bit from Walking Dead. Season finale was fantastic, so if you haven't watched that show, go watch that show. There's no excuse. It's kind of like I was talking to my brother-in-law Paul yesterday a little bit, and he's a big comic fan, and he's actually a big Batman fan. And long story short, the subject of Dark Knight came up again, and I said, dude, if you have not read The Dark Knight, the original graphic novel, you're losing out, man. You're missing out, because that is the finest Batman story, and anyone who claims to be a Batman fan should have read that story by now. So go check it out. If you guys haven't read that, you gotta check it out. It's not what you think. It's more. I mean, there is the whole comic book hero stuff, but it's different. It's different, like Watchmen is different in that it's more about the people, and it's more dramatic, and I highly recommend it. Other than that, I started listening to NERD again this morning. Nerd, if you don't know them, they're not really nerd. It's NERD. It actually stands for No One Ever Really Dies. If you've never listened to those guys, they had some big tunes a few years ago. The Way She Moves, great song off of their Fly or Die album. You should check it out if you've never listened to them. That one and the album before it called In Search Of, I think that was their actual first album, are incredible. And they are pretty amazing people. And Pharrell, who is the lead singer, he's actually got a solo album too. And I know he did the music for the movie Despicable Me, which actually has a part 2 coming out. I was kind of surprised to see that on the trailers last night, but on Apple trailers. But anyway, incredible voice, just very soulful and yet up-to-date music, and kind of timeless too. I doubt I'm ever going to be listening to NERD, 20 years from now and go, oh, that sounds dated, It's not going to be like that. There's poor Beagle. Poor guy. Put a couple pictures up. There's one of me and Shane Whitaker from a canoeing trip 10 years ago. I can't believe 2002 is 10 years ago. But anyway, some pretty funny pictures I just put up. Can't really think of anything else besides that. Wish me luck. I will let you guys know how it goes as soon as I know. And I will catch you on the flip-flop. So, that was probably a little bit of wishful thinking that I'd be done with the interview and they'd go, you're hired! Not going to work out that way. I think that things are going to work out there, but I know that they're still working with their higher-ups to make sure that they understand they do need to fill a position there. They need more help. So I think once that happens, hopefully I will be offered a job. And so I think it's gone well. I think both interviews have gone well. I'm probably a little too much of a chatty Cathy when I'm in these interviews, but I can't help it, man. I've been home with kids, so hopefully it will work out. A little shout out to Kevin Runyon. Also, thanks, dude. I was able to drop the I can't even remember his name now, but the VP of Sales. I was able to drop his name there, so that worked out perfect. And I appreciate you bringing that to my attention, man. And then, of course, thanks to Tommy Vogt, who's made this possible, and hopefully will be my coworker pretty soon. Again, because we've worked together before. Anyway, thanks for all the well wishes from everybody, and I really appreciate it. There are other opportunities out there. I know that Applebee's corporate headquarters is looking for a graphic designer. I've got my name in for that, and I know a couple people that work there, so that's pretty cool. And then I've also got a contact now at Cerner, so that's pretty awesome as well. So hopefully something's going to pan out here pretty soon. Vin Solutions seems like the best opportunity for me to move from the position, hopefully, that I would get into more of a web design development type thing. And I know if I could just get in there, man, I can show them, and I'll move into that higher end position down the road. But anyway, again, thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I will leave you guys. I'll update as soon as I know, and hopefully I'll hear something really soon. Take it easy, and go Hawks tonight. Let's move into the Final Four, the Elite Eight. And then hopefully Sunday we'll be moving into the Final Four. I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to lie. I have my doubts about that. North Carolina State tonight is a rough one, but then North Carolina is always a rough one. And they're probably looking to get even from 4 years ago when we beat them to win the national championship in the Final Four. I think it was. I don't know if we beat them to go to the Final Four. I can't remember. But I know we beat them somewhere along the line there, and we went further in the tournament than they did. So who knows? But anyway, you guys take it easy. Catch you on the flip-flop.